Welcome to the Crazy Hat Chemist. So here we go again. 14th video on atomic structure. Bam! So we're going to be talking about standard nuclear notation today. And you can see that right in this circle here is the standard nuclear notation. A, X, Z. The X is for the element symbol. Okay? The A is for the mass, and that is the mass number, which is the sum of the protons and the neutrons. We discussed that in the previous video. Z is the atomic number. The atomic number is the number of protons. If it is a neutral element, then it is also equal to the number of electrons. If it is an ion, that will be left for a further discussion another time. The origins of the symbols A and Z are German symbols. A is for atomic weight, and Z is for number, therefore the atomic weight for A, and the Z is the number, the atomic number. Okay, so let's do two examples here for you. So you should see here that the Fe is representing the X, the 57 is the A, and the 26 is the Z. The Fe is for element iron, and the 26 is the atomic number, and the 57 is the atomic mass. Okay, so you should be able to figure out the number of protons, the number of electrons, and the number of neutrons from this standard nuclear notation that we have here. And it all starts off with that 26, which is the atomic number, which represents the number of protons. It also represents the number of electrons in a neutral element, since I don't see a charge on that iron. Now, if we take the difference between the 57 and the 26, so do that real quickly, take the difference between the 57 and the 26, you will get the number of neutrons. And this should be your answer here. So the number of protons is the atomic number, that's the Z. We're assuming that this is a neutral element since there's no charge to it, so therefore the number of electrons is equal to the number of protons. And the difference between 57 and 26 is 31, and that's the number of neutrons. Let's do one more example here to make sure that you got this nailed here. So this next one here is chlorine. And this is, so we're going to look at everything on this here. And chlorine, the Cl, is the X on the standard nuclear notation. So it's the symbolic notation for chlorine. The 17 is the Z. The A is the 36. So, how many protons do you have in this? 17. How many electrons do you have in this element here? Well, this does not have a charge, so that means it's neutral. Therefore, the same number of protons and the same number of electrons are there. Therefore, there are 17 electrons also. Now you're going to take the difference between the 36 and the 17, and you're going to get the number of neutrons, and that's 19. So, we should have 17 protons, 17 electrons in this neutral element of chlorine, and 19 neutrons. Okay? Both these symbols here are for the iron and the chlorine. So this is actually called iron 57. This is an isotope of iron, and this is chlorine 36. These are both isotopes of those elements. Isotopes is going to be discussed in a future video. I got this hat from one of my favorite students. I think his name is Sean. Thank you very much, Sean. And he got this from, well, a long ways away. I am Mr. Montbriand. I hope you enjoyed that video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel, please.